on Tuesday announced the suspension of its planned strike after reaching an understanding with the federal government on key demands, which include payment of outstanding allowances and improvements in doctors' welfare. The decision was taken after an emergency meeting of the association's National Executive Council, where members reviewed assurances from government representatives and resolved to dialogue. The crisis stems from the implementation of the revised professional allowance table negotiated between NARD and the federal government following a prolonged strike in 2025. The University College Hospital President, Dr. Uthman Adedeji, on Tuesday said the strike was suspended after an extraordinary National Executive Council meeting, during which NARD directed members nationwide to resume duty on Wednesday, April 8. The Senate Committee on Health, Secondary and Tertiary has reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening Nigeria's struggling healthcare system. Chairman of the committee, Senator Ikpalibo Ari Banigo, made the pledge in a message to commemorate World Health Day 2026. The day is marked annually to raise awareness on critical health issues and promote global action towards improved healthcare delivery. The committee would focus on strengthening healthcare delivery at all levels, increase investment in health infrastructure, and improve training and retention of healthcare workers, especially in underserved communities. Baningo also called for stronger collaboration among stakeholders, development partners, civil society organizations, traditional institutions, and healthcare professionals to tackle persistent health challenges. She noted that the Senate remained committed to advancing universal health coverage, improve emergency response system, and ensure sustainable financing for health programs in line with global development goals. A new faction within the African Democratic Congress has surfaced, rejecting the authority of the Senator David Mark-led coalition and distancing itself from Nafiu Bala's faction. According to reports, the faction led by the Abia State Chairman of ADC, Don Norman Obinna, claims to represent the legitimate National Executive Committee of the party. The group said it is stepping in to manage the party's affairs ahead of the next national convention. The group, at a briefing in Abuja, said the tenure of Ralph Nwosu, who handed the party to the David Mark coalition group, ended in August 2022, with series of litigations filed against Nwosu due to his failure to step down. The faction also clarified the state of Nafiu Bala, noting that he never held the position of national vice chairman. The group further disclosed that new interim leaders have been appointed to oversee party activities, ensuring continuity until the national convention is held. In a bid to address security challenges, boost business and economic investment in Ibadan land, the Olubadan Oba Rashidi Adewolu Ladoja has inaugurated Ibadan Gari and local security guards to boost economic activities in Ibadan land. The event, which took place today, Tuesday 7th of April at Olubadan Palace, Ibadan, Oyo State Capital, had in attendance former Minister Olori Onikepo Ade Akonde and High Chief Biodun Kola Daisi, Ekemi Olubadan High Chief Shafaruddin Abiodun Ali, and Special Advisor to Oyo Governor on Security Matters, Comrade Fatai Owosheni and Iyalode Nkantu, among others. Speaking at the event, the Olubadan of Ibadan land, Oba Rashid Ladoja, said the committee was established on 23rd December in 2025 to revamp businesses that are not functioning well in the capital, assuring the residents of positive results within a year. He noted that the security guards were inaugurated to tackle the influx of bandits to Kishi area after several deadly attacks at Kaima local government in Kwara State. They spoke in Yoruba.
Torí àtọ̀sán àtòlú máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ o. Ìta wa ṣe lónìí Ana fọwọ́ sí o, ana dálẹ̀ o. Ó bá gbà pé àwọn Haúsá Fúlàní kan lè ṣe ọdẹ ilé wa. Àbí ẹ̀kọ́? Àwọn kan nìyí báyìí o. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ní ọdẹ Haúsá Fúlàní tó bá ní ẹ̀wọ̀n ọdẹ, àwọn ọdẹ nìyí o. Àwọn ọdẹ nìyí o torí pé ìkíní á bùra fún wọn. Nílànà Yorùbá ni o. Ìkejì yàtọ̀ sí à ń gbé kóńdó wọ́n tún ní nǹkan mìíràn lọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n lò.
The chairperson of the committee, ex-minister Oluwafunke Akande, expressed her joy on the success of the event. She described Olubadan as a visionary king concerned about food production and security. She therefore charged individual investors to invest in Ibadan as a hub city where businesses thrive.
He is a visionary capacity. All the things that he did today is so impressive because security and food security, they are important things in the life of people. Security is everybody's business, and this is why we thank Kabezi for setting up this committee to look into this and many other things that we are looking into. I want all the Ibadan people to come and invest in Ibadan so that we can maintain the leadership role.
The Ekeri Olubadan of Ibadan, who is also representing the people of Oyo South at the Red Chamber, our Chief Shafaruddin Abiodun Ali, said he is elated with the idea of economic summit and establishment of local guards to address insecurity in Ibadan and its environs.
Yeah, I'm very happy. This is what we've been clamoring for all this while. And thank God we have somebody in place who is ready to do this kind of thing. You know, it's a two-way thing. One, in the area of, we all know what has been happening in terms of security in our neighborhood, all these days. And to complement the efforts of the state and federal government, that's why the committee has Kabezi and his council has come up with this, so that we can have a community policy. Because that's the only thing that can make us get to where we have to be and ensure that it's security. My advice for them, one, I implore residents to please cooperate with them. And I also talk to them that they should behave well.
Also speaking with Vicinity News, the special advisor to Oyo Governor on Security Matters, Fatai Owesheni, described about the economic summit and inauguration of local guards as a fantastic idea all communities should emulate.
It's a fantastic idea. This is what all community should embrace. The discussion is ongoing about having state police. And we've been saying that it is not just only state police that is the solution to the problem of security in the country. A whole society approach to policing and security. Even if we have state police and you don't incorporate and integrate the grassroots, the members of the community, it will still not be effective. So Ibadan is lucky, and Oyo State is lucky, that we have this system of the Magajis, Torita Abati and Ibadan State Police.
Journalist and media expert Julius Adeguna has called on the All Democratic Congress ADC to view the guidelines of the Independent National Electoral Commission as a timely advice to ensure a smooth electoral process and to prevent the party from experiencing challenges similar to those faced by the All Progressives Congress in previous engagements with the electoral body. Speaking during an interview with Vicinity News, Adeguna emphasized that the Commission is designed to strengthen democratic processes and enhance transparency. He stressed that political parties should cooperate with the electoral body to ensure credible and stress-free elections across the country. He also highlighted the critical role of the media and the public in sustaining democracy. According to him, media organizations have a statutory responsibility to disseminate accurate information, educate citizens, and ensure that the public clearly understands electoral processes. Tribunal further urged leaders across the country to adhere strictly to the rules guiding elections and promote mutual respect among political actors. He also called on Nigerians to support their leaders in governance and fostering unity, collective responsibility, and building a stable and progressive nation.
I think ADC should see the message of INEC as a timely counsel, as a good advice for the time, because they don't want them to suffer similar problems that APC, even as powerful as APC was in the days of Buhari, former President Buhari, that it suffered in Bayelsa. Nobody expected it. Media and the public. I think the media should do its job. We have statutory roles that media is supposed to play in a typical society, in any environment.
You are listening to Vicinity 95.3 FM, transmitting live from Ikejile, Ijesha. News nationwide will continue shortly.
Music. Sports.
In towards the car, go!
Entertainment. Politics. All on your darling station, Vicinity 95.3 FM, Ikejile, Ijesha.
Thanks for staying tuned. For news update and live streaming, visit our website at vicinity953fm.com.ng. You can also provide us information via email at vicinitynewsroom@gmail.com or call 070-6108-3107. Now the rest of the news. The National Police Day 2026 was marked by the Nigerian Police Force with tribute to the courage and sacrifices of its officers, alongside renewed calls for reforms and improved welfare. The annual event, celebrated every April 7th across the country, featured parades, award presentation, and community engagement activities aimed at strengthening the relationship between the police and the public. At ceremonies held in the Federal Capital Territory and across various states, government officials and security stakeholders commended police personnel for their role in maintaining law and order despite challenging conditions. The Inspector General of Police, Olatunji Disu, at the event paid tribute to officers who lost their lives in line of duty, describing them as heroes whose sacrifices continue to inspire national service. They said accountability under his leadership will be fair and applied without exception.
I stand before you with a profound sense of duty and a clear understanding of the moment we are in as a nation. I stand not as just an Inspector General of Police, but as a servant of the Nigerian people. Today we bow our heads in honor of our fallen heroes, men and women who left their homes in uniform and never returned. Men who kissed their children goodbye, not knowing it would be the last time. Women who stood their ground in face of danger, so others could sleep in peace. They did not die for pleasure. They did not die for applause. They did not die for recognition. They died for duty, for country, for all of us. Under my leadership, your loved ones will not be remembered only on ceremonies, but in the standards we uphold every single day.
President Bola Tinubu, who was represented by the Vice President Kashim Shettima at the National Police Day Grand Parade in Abuja, urged Nigerians to collaborate with the police and other security agencies to effectively tackle insecurity across the country. They stated that national safety could not be achieved by law enforcement alone, stressing the need for citizens, community leaders, and institutions to actively support police efforts. A funeral service for victims of the Palm Sunday attack in Agwan Rukuba community, Jos North, local government area of Plateau State, was on Tuesday disrupted by protests led by women who demanded the release of some youths arrested by security agents in the wake of the attack, which claimed at least 28 lives. The protesters, who were armed with leaves and chanted songs, blocked the entrance of the church in the community where the mass burial service was scheduled to take place, refusing to allow the ceremony to proceed until their demands were met. You will recall that unknown gunmen suspected to be bandit attacked Angwan Kuba and the Garinya Waye area on Sunday night, killing over 28 people and injuring several others. A protesting women, joined by some youth, locked the entrance of the church where the mass burial was scheduled, citing allegations that military authorities had arrested 3 youths from the community in connection with investigations into the killings. Reacting to the arrest amid the unrest, the Plateau State government, through the Chief of Staff, Jeremiah Sapma, confirmed that the 3 youths earlier arrested had been released following public pressure. He also disclosed that the death toll had increased from 28 to 33 after some of the injured victims succumbed to injuries sustained during the attack. A bit of sports. The International Federation of Association Football, FIFA, has officially confirmed goalkeeper Arthur Okonkwo's change of international allegiance from England to Nigeria, making the 24-year-old Wrexham shortstopper eligible to represent the Super Eagles. The approval was documented on FIFA's Change of Association platform, where it shows Okonkwo's new national association listed as the Nigerian Football Federation on the FIFA website, replacing his former allegiance. His form has drawn attention as a potential high quality adding to Nigeria's goalkeeping options. Okonkwo's move had stepped 2 Super Eagles goalkeepers, which currently include Stanley Nwabali and Maduka Okoye. To end news nationwide, a recap of the major stories. The National Association of Resident Doctors on Tuesday announced the suspension of its planned strike after reaching an understanding with federal government on key demands. We told you that the Olubadan of Ibadan land, Oba Rashidi Adewolu Ladoja, as in a bid to address security challenges, both business and economic investment, inaugurates committee to oversee investment and security in Ibadan land. And lastly, you heard the National Police Day 2026 was marked by Nigerian police force with tributes to the courage and sacrifices of its officers, alongside renewed calls for reforms and improved welfare. And just before we go, the last line: the best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. That was news nationwide. It was edited by Aisha Ibrahim. On behalf of the production team, I am Oluwafunke Israel. Many thanks for listening. Good evening.